Have you ever wondered why language teachers teach the way they do? Why some classrooms feel like grammar boot camps, while others feel more like conversation circles? The answer lies in the history of language teaching methods and how those methods reflect the world around them. Let's learn more about this. Before we begin, it is important to clarify some terminology. The term method is frequently used ambiguously, so we need to specify what it means in our context. So what is a method? To understand what a method is, think of it as a 3-layer cake. At the bottom, you have the approach, the big picture beliefs about language and how people learn it. In the middle sits the method, the systematic plan for teaching based on those beliefs. And at the top, the techniques, the actual stuff you do in class, like drilling vocabulary or role-playing a job interview. There's also methodology, which is simply what teachers actually do in their classrooms every day, whatever method they're working from. Methods don't appear out of nowhere. They're mirrors of the world that created them, shaped by politics, culture, science, and society. Philosopher Thomas Kuhn called these dominant frameworks paradigms. And in language teaching, each major shift wasn't just a new idea, it was a revolution, breaking from what came before. So let's take a quick tour through history. The oldest method on our list is grammar translation, born from the way Latin and Greek were taught for centuries. The idea? Master the grammar rules, then translate sentences back and forth between languages. It's precise, it's structured, and it focuses almost entirely on the written word. Critics say it leaves students unable to actually speak the language. And yet, it's still alive in classrooms around the world today. Why? It's practical for large classes, fits traditional teacher-centered cultures, and students trust it. By the late 1800s, international trade and travel were booming, and people needed to actually talk to each other. This paved the way for the direct method. The rule? Target language only. No translation, no L1. Grammar is picked up naturally through conversation, demonstration, and question and answer exchanges. It's immersive, oral-focused, and built on the idea that learning a second language mirrors how children acquire their first. There is one significant limitation, however. The direct method only works well in small, intensive classes. That made it a natural fit for private language schools, where class sizes are small and learners are highly motivated. But it is very difficult to implement in large state school classrooms, where resources and conditions are very different. Fast forward to World War II. The US military needed soldiers to learn languages fast. This urgency, combined with the science of the day, structuralist linguistics and behaviorist psychology, gave birth to the audiolingual method. Repeat after me. Drill it. Memorize it. Form good habits. Bad habits, like using your first language, are the enemy. Audiolingualism dominated the 1950s and 60s, but eventually drew criticism. Chomsky argued, language isn't just habit, it's generated by the human mind. And frankly, endless drills are boring. Still, echoes of audiolingualism survive in every drill exercise and dialogue practice today. The late 1960s brought social upheaval, student protests, a pushback against authority, a new focus on the individual. Language teaching felt this too, giving rise to humanistic methods. These approaches put the learner first, emotionally, creatively, autonomously. Community language learning gave learners control over lesson content. total physical response had students move to learn. Suggestipedia used music and relaxation to unlock the mind. And the silent way had teachers stay quiet while learners figured things out for themselves. Bold ideas, even if they never fully took over mainstream classrooms. By the 1970s, the dominant paradigm shifted again. This time toward Communicative Language Teaching, or CLT. The big insight? Knowing grammar rules isn't enough. Learners need communicative competence, the ability to use language appropriately in real-world situations. CLT classrooms are full of role plays, information gaps, and problem-solving tasks. And it comes in two flavors. Strong CLT, where you just throw learners in and let them communicate their way to fluency. And weak CLT, where you still teach language explicitly, but use it to lead toward real communication. The weaker version won out in most classrooms. Growing out of strong CLT came task-based learning, where the syllabus isn't built around grammar points, but around tasks. Listing, comparing, problem-solving, sharing experiences. Language emerges from doing, not the other way around. It's compelling in theory. In practice, there are real questions about how to sequence tasks, ensure systematic language development, and whether tasks alone can carry an entire course. And that brings us to today. After a century of methods rising and falling, applied linguists began to ask, what if there is no best method? It's the post-method era. The idea is that teachers shouldn't be technicians delivering someone else's method. They should be reflective practitioners, drawing on multiple approaches, responding to their specific learners, their context, their culture. Kumaravadivelu called for particularity, knowing your context, practicality, theorizing from your own experience, and possibility, connecting teaching to learners' social and political lives. It's empowering, but critics note it can also ask too much. Not every teacher has the time, training, or freedom to reinvent their practice from scratch. So, what's the takeaway? Language teaching methods are never just about language. They're snapshots of history, shaped by wars, science, politics, and culture. And the best teachers? They know their history well enough to draw from all of it. Whether you're drilling, conversing, collaborating, or staying silent, every method has something to offer. The art is knowing when to use what and why. Thanks for watching.